Let me ask each of our CEOs this question, starting with you, Mr. Ham. Would you commit today that your company will never rescind another policy unless there was intentional fraudulent misrepresentation in the application?
I would not commit to that.
How about you, Mr. Collins? Would you commit to not to rescind any policy unless there's an intentional fraudulent misrepresentation?
No, sir. We follow the state laws and regulations, and we would not stipulate to that. That's not consistent with each state's laws.
How about you, Mr. Sassy? Would you commit that your company will never rescind another policy unless there was an intentional fraud misrepresentation?
No, I can't commit to that. The intentional standard is not the law of the land in the majority of states.
What do you think? It's fair to rescind somebody for an innocent mistake?
Well, I think applying a knowing standard is a much more objective and
well, our first panel, none of them had any knowledge of it, and they were all rescinded, right?
I'm sorry?
Our first panel, none of them knowingly made a misrepresentation, but they were all rescinded. Their policies from Ms. Barton all the way down to our witnesses there. There weren't material misrepresentations, right?
It's our policy. If we determine that the applicant did not know about a specific condition, we would not rescind.
Okay. So like Ms. Horton there, you wouldn't have rescinded her, but...
I can't speak to the specifics of Ms. Horton's case. I am not familiar with the specifics. I'm sorry.
Mr. Barton, Mr. Barton, for questions, please.
Thank you. Well, I want to thank our witnesses for being here. This is a difficult situation, but I listened when y'all answered Chairman Stupak's question about unintentional omissions, and to your credit, you were honest that you would reserve the right to still rescind some of these policies. Doesn't it bother you that people are going to die because you insist on reviewing a policy that somebody took out in good faith and forgot to tell you that they were being treated for acne? Doesn't that bother you?
Yes, sir, it does. And we regret the necessity that that has to occur even a single time. And we've made suggestions that would reform the system such that that would no longer be needed.